All right, Bourbon Quest. It's your host, Bourbon Steve, here on Bourbon Quest. Yeah. Well, it's been a minute. Take a little break. Didn't do as much as we'd planned while I was turning 50. Some things kind of fell through, but did make it to 50. So thanks for all your birthday wishes. For those of you who sent out birthday wishes, I appreciate that. Glad to be back after taking some time off and celebrating the birthday. So, actually, I got two uncorkings to do today. Both of these are George Dickel bottled in bonds. The latest one I just picked up is, the number 4 release. It is, of course, bottled in bond. Distilling season, fall of 2008, aged 13 years. What else here? It just talks about the Bottled in Bond Act. Today we follow this tradition. This number 4, this Bottled in Bond release is one of a kind, sourced from barrels laid down during a single distilling season, selected at peak maturity for a taste that's unique, complex, and bold. Kind of like the people who made it. Hell yeah. So, yeah, not much more than that. Other than that's weird. It's obviously George Dickel from Tullahoma, Tennessee, but bottled in Plainsfield, Illinois? That's strange. Well, the other one's that way too. I've never noticed that before. So, this is the latest one, the 4th one. The other one that we're going to be doing is the number 2 release. This number 2, this Bottled in Bond release comes from barrels matured since fall of 2008, also, and complex, kind of like the people that made it. Huh. Now the difference is this one's they're both from fall of 2008. The number 2 is aged 11 years, and the number 4 is aged 13 years. I don't know what they're doing with these bottled in bonds. So I've actually had also 1 and 3. The first release of this, number 1, like whatever year that was, I guess 2019 or maybe 2020, I don't know. Won Whiskey Advocate's Whiskey of the Year for whatever that's worth. I did not think number 3 lived up to number 1. I actually thought I'd already had number 2 open, but obviously I hadn't. So anyways, we're going to do fresh corkings on both the number 2 release and then the latest Bottled in Bond, the number 4 release. Again, I didn't think 3 lived up to number 1. I thought number 1 was good. I don't know if it was Whiskey of the Year good. Well, I know it wasn't, but according to Whiskey Advocate it was. So nonetheless, let's get to these. We'll start with uncorking of the number 2. Alright. So, they're both from the same fall of 2008. Number 2 is just aged 11 years, and then obviously the number 4 aged 2 years longer for 13 years. I will go back into our infinity pour here in just a second. Oh, I can get out the line too. There we go. Alright, so let's do our infinity pour on both of those. As always here on Bourbon Quest, every new bottle gets a 2-ounce infinity pour. There's that one. And then number 4. Alright, so we got our infinity pours out of the way. And I'm actually going to take a short break, mix these up, and do them blind to see which is better. Be right back. Boom. All right. Welcome back, Bourbon Quest. So, Now, these have been shuffled, mixed up, rearranged using a very high-tech, sophisticated, dangerous, proprietary process approved by NASA. That's a bunch of bullshit. I just like saying it. But I just hope they don't come shoot down my bourbon balloon that hangs out over the bourbon ship, you know what I'm saying? Shoot down everything these days. Alright, so let's get to these again. Don't pay attention to what glass is behind or near which bottle, because these have been mixed up. I don't know which is which. We're going to start off with whiskey number 1. What is that? I mean, there's cherry, there's vanilla, like some blackberry. I mean, it's definitely got that George Dickel funk on it. Similar, same notes and stuff, but this one's a little bit more rich. I'm assuming this one might be the older one. I don't know. All right, let's go to the palate. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that one. I mean, there's some cherry, there's a lot of oak, some almond. Really weird. Yeah, some of that almond's now coming through on the nose. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah. Ugh. Alright, let's go to the second one. I thought this second one was slightly better on the nose. Let's think about the palate. Yeah. Yeah, it's smoother, it's richer. There's definitely that almond comes through. You do get some of that George Dickel funk. Definitely better than the first one. That's for sure. Now, the one I picked up today, I don't remember what I paid for the last one. I'm wanting to think, as everything's prices has gone up, I paid $50 for the one I picked up today, the number 4. I don't know if this is the one I'm drinking or not yet, but I mean, it's got a decent hug for, you know, bottled and bond 100 proof. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. I mean, that's decent. I think I like that. Let's just assume I paid $50 for both of them. I don't think it's worth $50. I think 40. Yeah, I could get down at 40. 50. No. I mean, unless you just are a huge George Dickel fan or whatever. Well, let me take another sip and then we'll reveal which is the winner. I mean, the second one's the winner, but we'll see which one that is. Alright. This is definitely the winner. Whoa, wow. So, the winner is the number 2 release, the 11-year-old. So the one I picked up today, definitely not worth $50. I would say it's a hard pass. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking, I did really enjoy one. I didn't think it was Whiskey of the Year worthy. I did not enjoy 3, or at least I didn't feel like it lived up to number 1. I don't like the one I bought today, the number 4, especially at $50. The number 2 is let's see. So this is the winner was number 2. Yeah, this one I picked up today. the number 4 release at $50. No. I wish I had number 1 to compare it against. Yeah. I think the latest Bottled and Bond by George Dickel is a hard pass. And even like I said, the one that I thought, which is the winner, the number 2 release, the younger one, the 11-year-old, I think I would only pay $40 for it. Again, I wouldn't pay $50, and I may have gotten it for $40. I don't remember because it's been a little while back. But obviously, with inflation and prices and whiskey boom, everything has gone up. I think I'm gonna get. I mean, I've had all 4. I won't say that any of them are bad. I don't think live up to the hype or the price. I'm thinking we've gone through 4. I'll give it one more chance. I'll probably kill off number 4 since it's my least favorite of these 2. Stick number 2 around till whenever they release number 5, maybe. At best, that's what I'll do. At worst, I'll just scrap the whole thing. But I think, the latest George Dickel Bottled and Bond, $50, hard pass. Get a rare breed instead, or Maker's Cask Strength, or Bullet Barrel Strength. Yeah, any of those. Heck, yeah, those are 3 good alternatives for right around that same price point over this. I think even the George Dickel 8-year-old bourbon, which is probably more like $35 to $40, is definitely a better deal than this Bottled and Bond. Definitely would not win in a Bottled and Bond smackdown. Yeah. All right. That's a wrap. Till next time, remember that, as always, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Sorry, Dickel. You lose. That's a wrap, yo.